Fantastic. Welcome, everybody, to the treatment room setup with Skin Moderne. This is an educational webinar for the brand. My name is Ryan Christopher. I am a licensed esthetician, and I am also the educator for Skin Moderne this year. So I wanted to introduce you specifically to the back bar range and why I feel, as an esthetician owner, and an owner of a spa suite, why this brand is so beneficial for back bar. So I've got the entire setup here, and I'm going to walk you through each of these products and why they're so beneficial. From left to right, when you look at the screen, the first thing you're going to see is you're going to see my independent cart that I have on wheels. This is a mobile cart that is part of my SMA, or sanitary maintenance area. And yes, it does include my Ultrafusion device that we have right over here on the left-hand side, along with my Nanofusion, because we do have some fantastic protocols that can be, our serums can be enhanced when utilizing these devices. And you can also get a much stronger result when it comes to fibroblast stimulation when you include these devices. But today's focus is on the skincare, because the skincare formulas do stand alone in their own right. There are some great ingredient technologies and delivery systems that are in these formulations. Richard Purvis, the CEO of the brand, goes above and beyond to make sure that he's curating truly clean and efficacious formulations that can be utilized in every single treatment room, whether an esthetician solo suite or within a full luxury day spa, resort spa, or even in a medi spa. Fun little fact, our formulas, as far as elemental serums, the serums in this formulation are safe to be microneedled. We have a nano treatment, but if you do use microneedling devices, our formulas are completely clean. They are preserved with natural ingredients that are biocompatible with the skin. So always keep that in mind when looking into the elemental serums. But we'll talk more about each of those products individually. The first thing I want to draw your attention to is the two primary cleansers that are in the organic live category. So I have those two bottles seated right next to the Ultrafusion and the Nanofusion on the SMA cart. That is the makeup removing smoothie and the cleansing gel. So the makeup removing smoothie, let's talk about this first. Even though these are not technically in the back bar range of the Elementals professionals, these two products can still be standout products to help prepare your client's skin for a really good facial treatment. Makeup removing smoothie is unique in the sense that it is just a blend of delicious antioxidant rich oils. This is not a water-based product. This is completely a blend of natural oils, no surfactants or anything like that. So not only does this make a beautiful cleanser to remove makeup, but it also can be utilized as a massage medium. Absolutely love this product. Highly encourage you to add it to your back bar range. And the one thing I will say about these two particular products that are in the live category is that they always get a client approval. And when I say client approval, I just mean a client compliment. The minute I put each of these products on their face and begin to cleanse their face with it, every single client says, "Oh, that smells wonderful," or "Oh, that feels fantastic." So I do get compliments consistently with these products, especially with the makeup removing smoothie and the cleansing gel smoothie. Now, the cleansing gel smoothie is also a very clean formulation. You're not going to find aggressive surfactants like sodium lauryl sulfate in this formulation. This is an antioxidant hydrating gel cleanser. So I love gel cleansers as an esthetician. I've been an esthetician for almost 20 years now, and I can tell you gel cleansers work for all skin types regardless of season. We want to be able to deeply cleanse the skin, but we don't want to overstrip the skin. And so I find that cleansing gel smoothie is quite beneficial for most of my clients that come through the treatment room. And again, we use organic plant-based materials to create the sensorial experience as well. So the makeup removing smoothie and the cleansing gel smoothie has a beautiful, fragrant experience that the clients have when you're using it. Okay, so now let's look over to the right-hand side of the screen, and that is this wonderful tower of 5-ounce airless pump bottles. So I want to draw your attention to that because that's actually an important point. The entire back bar range of serums, cleanser, and moisturizer within the Elementals professional brand are all in 5-ounce airless pumps. So that airless pump system is going to be very important for keeping your formulas stable and keeping that shelf life quite extensive. And of course, you always want to refer to the back of ingredient information, full ingredient list, and usage information. You'll also notice in our back bar that we include the pH of these formulas printed very easily on the bottles as well. And this is important for us as clinical estheticians. We need to know how effective or what depth of penetration we're going to get with these formulas, especially with our exfoliants. So I've said before with the Elementals Professional range that you have everything you need to create not only multiple facial treatments, but even chemical peel treatments. There are two superficial exfoliating products that are quite beneficial within the Elementals range. I'm speaking about the Renew and Perfecting serums. So they sit right here on the front row next to the Cleanse and Purify cleanser. So I want to talk about these two professional exfoliants because not only are they professional exfoliants that can be layered with treatments like our Nano Fusion or our Ultra Fusion, but they are standalone treatments in and of themselves. Now let's first start with Cleanse and Purify when it comes to the professional range. Cleanse and Purify also is a gel cleanser. This focuses on ethyl ascorbic acid, a very gentle form of vitamin C that is a powerful antioxidant. Again, this formulation is a gel, much like the entire range, except for the moisturizers themselves. So you're going to get some beautiful lifting as far as deep cleansing in the skin, along with a really light lather with this product. Again, because we do not rely on heavy surfactants in order to give that sensorial experience, you're going to be able to deeply cleanse without overstripping the skin. You'll notice that I've got some fan brushes and a few little ramekins here. I love these ramekins, and I also love dramming product. Dramming product is beneficial for a variety of reasons, not just for helping me to keep a clean and tidy workspace, but also for maintaining my cost per treatment. You'll see that when we pump out these serums that each individual pump is more than enough for one full cleanse when it comes to this cleanser. And you'll notice that with the serums, if you're applying just a single application of a serum to leave on the skin, then you're going to be using just a fraction or a quarter of a full pump in order to have the best effect on the client's skin. So let's talk about those exfoliating products for a moment. Once we've double cleansed our client and gotten their skin truly clean and prepped for exfoliation, we have two options. The first option is the Perfecting Serum. So the Perfecting Serum is a 10% blend of lactic acid and mandelic acid, along with 1% of salicylic acid, which is going to help us with a bit of degreasing on the surface of the skin. This perfecting serum can be applied with a fan brush, or it can even be applied with a gauze. A little bit goes a long way, as with all of our serums. So perfecting is going to help you to get a very gentle exfoliation and degreasing on the surface of the skin. Now, we include perfecting serum in all of our basic protocols in order to prepare the skin and stimulate it for that increased circulation that you're going to achieve when using Nano Fusion or Ultra Fusion afterwards. You would typically use these after you've done the exfoliation in order to increase the infusion ability of whatever serum you've chosen to use with that device. But again, depending on skin type and skin condition, you might want to level up your exfoliation. And you can do that with Renew. So Renew is a resurfacing treatment. This is a 20% mandelic acid serum. So that we love mandelic acid for a variety of reasons. We know that it can help to brighten the skin. We know that it can help to degrease and break up excess oils and impacted dead skin cells on the surface. Absolutely love this serum, and just like perfecting, it can be applied simply with either a fan brush or even a woven or non-woven gauze to apply a very thin layer. If you're covering the entire face, neck, and décolleté, you are going to need at least one full pump of either perfecting serum or Renew serum in order to have the most benefit and effect. Now, with both of these are alpha hydroxy acid exfoliating serums. So, of course, you should make sure that you leave this on for a minimum of 10 minutes to truly be effective. Now, we do have some facial protocols out there that our loyal estheticians use where they'll use perfecting serum for about 5 minutes and then just neutralize it by doing a quick cleanse or using cool sponges or cottons to rinse it off. And that's simply for those more sensitive skin types. They want to make sure that they get some degreasing accomplished without over exfoliating or over sensitizing certain skin types. Do I think you need to have that precaution for every client with perfecting or renew? Not generally, but you know your client the best. So if you have that hypervascular type of client that flushes easily and you need to be cautious of that, make sure to reduce that amount of processing time or just cleanse it off a little bit sooner. Now, of course, perfecting serum and renew serums are both alpha hydroxy acid blends. So, with that, simply using cool cottons or cool wet pads or doing a thorough cleansing is going to be the basis of what you need to do in order to just neutralize and move on with the remaining of your protocol. Before we move into our specific serums on the back two rows over here, I just want to call out the Moisture Infusion. So we have two Moisture Infusion products, both Moisture Infusion and Moisture Infusion Night. The primary differences in these products are that Moisture Infusion in Night includes 5 specific skin ceramides. You'll notice that the consistency just has a little more cushion than our Moisture Infusion here. Still, Moisture Infusion is the only one that we provide in the 5-ounce airless pump in the back bar size. And that is because that moisturizer truly does work for all skin types. And we leave Moisture Infusion Night in retail for you to be able to recommend that product to your clients that truly need that little extra layer of moisturizing and protection. So, this gives you a really good idea of where to get started with the brand. Automatically, just with these 4 bottles right here, I could actually list 2 no downtime special exfoliating treatments on my spa menu. I'm sure all of us as estheticians offer a no downtime chemical peel or describe it to some similar basis that, hey, we can really help to quickly renew and resurface and smooth and brighten the surface of your skin quite quickly with a no downtime treatment. And that protocol would include this exact range right here. I could actually create an express protocol treatment where I could include a double cleansing with Cleanse and Purify and then simply apply perfecting serum and allow that to process for a minimum of 10 to 15 minutes before cleansing it off, applying an appropriate treatment serum, and then moisturizing my client and sending them out the door. A simple protocol that could take no more than 30 minutes as a way to quickly rejuvenate and keep my clients moving. And I would recommend the same thing with Renew. Now, again, just as a reminder, you can use perfecting or renew as the exfoliating step before moving on to treatments like nanofusion or even our ultrafusion here. Okay, so let's move on and talk specifically about the Elementals Professional Treatment Serums. Again, every single one of these serums are included in this 5-ounce airless pump for stability and overall effectiveness of the formulation. So I've organized these in a way that I feel are either more generalized formulations that have broader benefits or very specialized formulas that have a specific purpose and usage. So right here on this middle row that we've uncovered are my catch-all serums. These are serums that tend to have a broader purpose based on the culmination of active ingredients that are used. The first bottle I want to talk about is the Biofortify serum. The Biofortify serum is listed as our antioxidant and anti-glycation serum. So this serum, much like the rest of them, are going to provide intense hydration in the skin because every serum in the Elementals Professional includes both the high and low weight hyaluronic acid. That high weight hyaluronic acid in every single serum within this brand helps to provide a moisturizing barrier or layer on the surface of the skin. But that also helps to quickly plump fine lines and wrinkles in areas of expression so that when your clients leave your treatment room, they look and feel amazing. But Biofortify also includes a specific blend of antioxidants, and we know that we need that antioxidant power to reduce free radical damage. Free radicals are caused by a variety of factors, environmental factors, but also internal inflammatory factors that can create those free radicals. So by using Biofortify, and again, using it with nanofusion or ultrafusion, you can increase your effectiveness of penetration but this is a catch-all antioxidant hydrating serum that would be beneficial for all skin types and all skin conditions, especially those that are quite sensitive. I do love Biofortify, particularly for my age management, my younger clients that are looking to slow down the rate of aging. Biofortify makes a lovely, lovely complement. And now let's just take a moment to remember that the professional serums do have a retail counterpart. So there is a Biofortify in retail for you to be able to send your clients home with after you've given them a wonderful, refreshing antioxidant experience in the treatment room. Let's talk about the next one, Rejuvenation Serum. Rejuvenation Serum is listed as a cell proliferation serum, and that's primarily because of the 5 specific epidermal growth factors that are utilized within this formulation. There are some traditional epidermal growth factors that we've heard about over the years, but Skin Moderne takes it a step further within their formulation, and they utilize a patented fermentation technology to break down these molecules that are typically known to be much larger and not able to pass through the surface of the skin. So this serum stands alone in its delivery ability to get these 5 different epidermal growth factors within the skin so that we get effectiveness, but you can also increase that effectiveness by using it with nanofusion or ultrafusion. So for Rejuvenation Serum, I highly encourage our estheticians out there to target your aging clients with Rejuvenation Serum. Yes, it can be extremely beneficial for those younger clients looking for age management, but especially for those customers that are already starting to see those areas of expression remain on their face. That's when Rejuvenation Serum would be a good one to use. The retail component of Rejuvenation Serum is called the Bioplacenta Serum. So they're not all named after each other. So keep that in mind. Another serum that is named after its retail counterpart is bioretinol. Bioretinol, as it says in the name, it's a multi-skin action serum, but bioretinol specifically refers to the fact that we're using vitamin A-like derivatives in this formulation. We've all heard of the now very popular bakuchiol serum or bakuchiol ingredient that is found in multiple serums and moisturizers. That is a plant extract that has a similar effect on the skin like vitamin A without those inflammatory triggers that vitamin A can have, especially on sensitive skin types. Bioretinol includes that bakuchiol along with a Bidens pilosa extract, another plant extract that also has the ability to increase those biomarkers that we see our cells respond to when using different vitamin A derivatives. But again, we're not going to see that traditional inflammatory response. Bioretinol is something that you can infuse, both with nanofusion or ultrafusion, but it is also something that we provide in retail for clients to be able to benefit from at home. So I do encourage you to take that onto the retail. When clients are taking it on, we still recommend, like any vitamin A product, that you introduce it to your skin slowly and not rapidly cause or not cause a rapid turnover rate within the skin that would require some immediate exfoliation. So things to think about. Okay, last but not least, in the kind of catch-all and multi-benefit category on this row would be the C Fusion. C Fusion is a vitamin C serum, which also is coupled with a nano gold particle delivery system. So this is a specialized formula that's going to get these forms of vitamin C into the skin for the brightening and anti-aging effects that it has and the wonderful antioxidant effects that we know vitamin C can have without any type of traditional sensitivity. Now, of course, with vitamin C, you can use that morning and night, and there is a retail version of C Fusion as well for clients to benefit from. Okay, so now we've talked about those more generally, more widely available and beneficial serums. Let's talk about some condition-specific serums. Let's start with Clarify. So Clarify is our clear and balanced serum, specifically for reducing bacteria and helping to balance the microbiome on the surface of the skin. This is a serum that can be used on a nightly basis for clients that are dealing with acne and congested conditions. This serum can be utilized along with treatments like nanofusion and ultrafusion, but of course, with an ongoing acne condition, we as estheticians know that it's more beneficial for our clients to be introducing these ingredients to their skin every single day. So we do want to make sure that if we're using Clarify in the treatment room, that we're also having our clients follow up with the Clarify serum formulation at home. Let's talk about hyperpigmentation. One of my absolute favorite serums this past year, and especially over summertime, has become the Luminous Serum. Luminous Serum is not your traditional brightening serum in the sense that you'll find a lot of brightening serums couple exfoliating ingredients along with ingredients that are known to help reduce the skin's sensitivity to hyperproducing pigmentation, right? Well, Luminous Serum just focuses on reducing that tyrosinase activity and reducing the skin's ability to hyperproduce future pigmentation. It is extremely beneficial to use this serum along with your nanofusion or ultrafusion, but of course, this is something that clients should be utilizing on a daily basis at home if they're truly trying to target pigment concerns in their skin. So, reducing pigment without exfoliating or sensitivity? Yep, love it. That's exactly what Luminous Serum does. Okay, now I've got two remaining serums before we jump into the masking portion for Skin Moderne Back Bar, and that is finishing serum and plumping serum. Now, these two particular serums were designed from our participation in esthetician trade shows around the world. So, whenever we represent ourselves as a brand to other spa professionals and medical spa professionals at these trade shows, we really like to be able to provide an immediate wow factor. So, we created formulations that were truly only used at trade shows, but they gave such a beautiful result that we brought them to the back bar line so that you could also get that instantaneous result with your clients as well. And I do recommend this at special events. The first one I'll start with is the plumping serum. So the plumping serum focuses on niacinamide along with a red algae extract. These two extracts come together along with the high and low weight hyaluronic acid to help immediately plump and smooth the surface of the skin. Now, we designed plumping serum to be used with nanofusion specifically. So you can use it on its own, but truly where it shines is when you use it in a nanofusion service around the eye area and specifically on the lips. So for special events, or let's say you've taken on nanofusion and you want to introduce it to your clients, create a nanofusion lip treatment. You'll simply apply the plumping serum directly on top of the lips and then move the nanofusion pen over the lips to help infuse all of those wonderful active ingredients. So you'll get a beautiful plumping when you utilize this serum along with nanofusion. Another serum we created specifically for events is the finishing serum. So the finishing serum also takes inspiration from the vitamin B3 red algae extract along with our hyaluronic acid. There are also some neuroinhibiting ingredients that help to relax muscle tone within the skin as well. So when we have those clients that tend to constantly hold expression in their face and we see those expression lines deeply being held by the muscle within, it's always nice to use a little finishing serum at the end of your treatment in order to get these ingredients to help plump up the surface of that skin immediately after your facial. One thing I will say about finishing serum in my own professional use in the treatment room is that it does have, like a lot of our serums, a pretty solid gelatinous consistency. So you want to make sure that a little bit goes a really long way. Don't overuse any of these serums, or else you're going to find yourself in a sticky situation. Speaking of being in a sticky situation, estheticians know that the flow of our facials and how happy the outcome comes to how easily we are able to flow in our facials. Because all of these serums are gelatinous treatments, when you're using them to conduct a current or a frequency, like with nanofusion or ultrafusion, for example, we know that you're going to have to use a generous amount of the serum in order to conduct the gel or conduct the frequency or the current. And yes, you can use Elemental's Professional with microcurrent or any radio frequency or any other type of treatment or device that requires a water-soluble gel. Why not use a water-soluble gel that has effective actives and good delivery systems to get you a beautiful result? So it is important to remember at the end of that treatment time, though, to remove any excess serum once you're done infusing it. So if you've used a serum like Rejuvenation Serum with Nanofusion or Ultrafusion, just make sure that you remove the excess consistency once you're done, or else you're going to have a little bit of a rolling and a pilling situation after you're done and trying to put on your moisturizers. Okay, so now let's talk about masking for a moment because you have a few different masking options when it comes to the Skin Moderne brand. If you like sheet masks, well, do we have some options for you? Sheet masks come in packs of 6, as you see here, the snail essence and collagen mask, and the sheet masks are right inside. All you have to do is tear open the top and then pull that sheet mask out, just dripping with serum in order to apply it to the client's face. You can customize by cutting certain nooks and crannies, especially around the folds of the nose, in order to make sure that the sheet mask fits firmly. There are 2 formulas to choose from, snail essence and collagen mask. And yes, that does include a true snail mucin extract. And then the healing and soothing mask, which includes hyaluronic acid along with other actives to help reduce any type of redness and sensitivity on the surface. These are nice and cool naturally. So when you lay them on your client's face, do let them know that it's going to be a cooling experience. And you can further cool down the client's skin if they have brought up some extra heat by utilizing the Skin Moderne ice roller on top of these. One extra benefit, if you love the sheet mask formulas, you can also ultrafuse. So you can do an ultrafusion on top of the sheet mask, and you can conduct the anti-aging or the skin improvement program in order to get these ingredients further into the skin. One thing that I absolutely love is that by the time I am done with the 10 or 12-minute program with ultrafusion, the sheet on the face is completely dry. I just peel off a completely dry sheet, and that skin is hydrated and happy. So make sure you get yourself some of these sheet masks to play with. Now let's talk about 2 other specialty masks that were released earlier this year. During the spring and summer, we launched the clarifying facial mask. So the clarifying facial mask is a clay-based treatment mask that utilizes clays along with other antibacterial actives to help address congested skin types. I will say, even though it is a clay-based mask, it does not dry with a very hard, tight finish. It actually dries with more of a soft, hydrating, flexible finish. So even for those clients that are experiencing an acne condition, but also maybe a little dehydrated from that extra inflammation that they're experiencing, this would still be a very beneficial treatment to try. Last but not least, in the masking range, we have the oxygenating enzyme mask. Now, this is a duo. You do need the powder and the activator together. And I will say for the best ratio, the best mixing ratio is 2 to 1. So if we were mixing these, for example, in teaspoons, I might do half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of activator in order to cover my client's face and down the chin, down the jawline. But I would use 1 full teaspoon of my masking powder and 2 full teaspoons of my liquid activator if I were trying to make sure I was covering the entire face, the neck, and even down onto the décolleté. Now, this does include niacinamide, along with some other fantastic ingredients, including some enzymes to help and continue some gentle exfoliation. You can layer this with other exfoliants like the Perfecting Serum or the Renew Serum, but this is a wonderful treatment that's going to seriously oxygenate the surface of the skin. And what are we talking about when we talk about oxygenation? Well, a lot of brands like to throw that around and say, oh, well, this is oxygenating, or we're creating bubbles and that's creating oxygen. And truly, what we're trying to do is we're trying to encourage healthy circulation. We're trying to encourage fresh circulation to come up to the surface of the skin. That is bringing oxygenated blood flow to the surface of our skin. And that is what ultimately helps speed up the healing and repair process of our skin. And that's why facials are so fabulous. That's why facial massage is so amazing. That's why nanofusion and ultrafusion are so beneficial, because nanofusion helps to create that vibrational massage that brings up that healthy blood flow. So this is your introduction to all of the professional products that are within the Elementals professional range. I hope you can see now how adding these treatments, whether just taking on a couple specific serums to help include additional actives or even reduce your cost per treatment, because we know these 5-ounce airless pumps give us such a great value. Or you can now see how combining this entire back bar with specialized devices that you may already have in your treatment room could be so beneficial to level up the quality and the results of your service. So thank you so much for joining the webinar. I'm actually going to stop the recording and then jump into the comment thread. So give me just one moment.